Hello neighbor, this is Curt with eTrailer, and today we're going to take a look at the Thule T2 Pro XTR bike rack on our 2024 Kia Sportage. Now if you've had any experience with this bike rack, or if you watch this video and you have some questions, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. We'll use those to help our other neighbors make the best decisions possible. Now the T2 Pro XTR is a premium platform bike rack. It's going to allow 60 pounds per bike, so it will accommodate some of those more lightweight e-bikes. There are 2 points of contact. It is wheel mounted through this tower and hook here, and it is also mounted through a ratcheting strap on the rear wheel, and this can be shortened and lengthened depending on your wheel base. The wheel cups will accommodate up to 5-inch wide tires, and as an added bonus, we also have a cable lock that's located in each of the towers that can be wrapped through your frame and attached at this point here. It is lockable through a key that you're going to get with the rack, and it can be keyed alike to other Thule items through their one key system. So the big question is, how does this fit on my Kia Sportage? Well, the bike that we have on the rack today is actually a very large frame bike with a wider handlebar, and judging by the space that we have here between the vehicle and the bike, I think that this rack would accommodate pretty much any size bike that you want to put on it with the Sportage. But the big question that a lot of people might have is, well, when I'm traveling with my bikes, will I have access to my lift gate? And the answer is yes. Through this handle and lever here on the front, we'll be able to push it in and lower the bike rack back into its tilt position. In this position, we are going to have room to get full access to our lift gate, so we can get in, get any equipment out that we may have forgotten about, sit down, change our shoes, grab our water, just simply take a break. We're going to be able to do that whether we have a bike loaded up or not. And in order to return it back into its upright position, all we really need to do is lift up until we hear the click. Now we're back in our upright position and we can drive down the road. Now, because whenever you're traveling with a bike rack like this, there is going to be some limitations to the visibility coming out of the back of the vehicle, so it is a good idea to know just what kind of footprint this is leaving behind you. So we're going to measure from the bumper to the widest part of the rack, or the furthest part of the rack rather, and we are right at 36 inches. So keep in mind whenever you're backing up or parallel parking, or really just trying to fit into a tight space, maybe you want to load up while you're in the garage, keep in mind you're going to have to account for an extra 3 feet behind the bumper of your vehicle. The other thing that you want to consider when you're looking at a platform rack is your ground clearance. If you're coming up to a hill or a steep incline like a driveway or something like that, it's good to know that you're not going to bottom out. So the furthest part of the rack back, we're looking at 22 inches of ground clearance, which is quite a bit. Even up here as we get to where these wheels are on the bottom, we still have 12 inches of ground clearance from there. So I'm really not too concerned with this rack bottoming out on those inclines. And loading and unloading your bike on and off the rack is also a very simple process. We'll start with our strap here at the wheel in the back. All we're going to do is press this tab to release the strap, feed it back through, and clear it from the wheel. Now, it is always important, and I mentioned this, that you want to undo the strap first and not the arm. Let the arm do its job and keep it upright while you undo your other attachments. So while it's up here, I'll be able to grab my bike to keep it upright. We're going to push in the trigger right here on the arm, release it, move it down and out of our way, and now we are clear to take our bike off of the rack and get ourselves out on the trail. And if we'd like to travel without removing our bike rack, but we're not taking any bikes with us, we also have a stowaway position that'll keep it compact and flat up against the vehicle. So as we have it right now, we do come very close with these wheel cups to the back of the vehicle, but they are not touching it. We cut it down from that 36 inches to 12 inches off of the bumper, so that's really going to save us some space when we're getting into those tighter spots. And that is important because while we don't have any blockage to our rear window anymore, our rear view camera is going to be completely blocked. So just bear in mind when we have it in the stowed position, it's about an extra 12 inches off of the bumper. But with all that being said and the capabilities of this bike rack, I do think it's an excellent choice for your Kia Sportage. I'm Curt with eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.